Yeah. What is the clear meaning of what you said about this? Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. I don't understand that. How? What exactly is it? How does it? What does it mean?
Sure.
And I have one more question to ask you. Yeah.
So the question here is, I quoted Brihadaranyaka Upanishad in our introduction, and there is a dialogue between Yajnavalkya, and who I said has two wives, and he was leaving he was saying, I want to be by myself now, and I've grown out of this kind of a life. And so there the dialogue between Maitreyi, one of his wives, two wives, and Yajnavalkya. And so there Maitreyi is already very smart, because she already asked him the question. Hey, wait a minute, if you are going to give up all this, which is just stunning, how would anybody want to give up all this? Why would? And she actually asked him the question, where you're going, whatever you're going to do must be giving you greater happiness than this. And so that conclusion she makes, and she's not shocked. She makes that conclusion, and Yajnavalkya validates that. Okay. Now, he's asking this question to Maitreyi. He's asking her, do you love money? Do you love real estate? Do you love this kingdom? So she says, yeah, I love this kingdom, of course. Now, why do you love this kingdom? I love this kingdom because after all, I'm the queen of this kingdom, and I'm happy, and the people are happy, etc., etc. So that is the normal reason one gives. I like it, I love it because it's tasty. I like this particular ice cream, this vanilla ice cream, because it is tasty. Yeah, that is okay. That is the average answer that is given. The next thing is, the same fellow says, no, I'm not going to touch vanilla ice cream. What? I thought you loved vanilla ice cream. What happened? No, I don't take ice cream anymore. But why? It's because my sugar runs at level 300. Generally, 250 to 300 blood sugar, And so these days, everybody has this machine, this glucometer they have, and everybody is measuring themselves all the time. I don't know if it's a good sign or not a good sign, I don't know. But so this numbers, even our so-called people who are not gone to school, they seem to know the numbers, and 150, 200 and all they say. So this fellow who loves this vanilla ice cream says, I don't want to take vanilla ice cream. Why? Because that vanilla ice cream which used to make me happy will now, if I take, even though I like the taste of vanilla ice cream, I've not lost the taste, it will make me worse, and I don't want to become worse. It will make me unhappy if I take vanilla ice cream. Okay. So then he says, okay, that is the explanation he gives. You love this vanilla ice cream, not because vanilla ice cream has the capacity, has the property of happiness, so that whenever you go near vanilla ice cream, it makes you happy. Because there are many people also who don't like vanilla ice cream. What about that? It doesn't make those people happy. So therefore, this happiness, this joy that comes out of having vanilla ice cream is not a property of the vanilla ice cream. It is something unique. And at best, you can say the property belongs to you, the consumer of this vanilla ice cream. Something happens, and vanilla ice cream makes me happy. Therefore, I love vanilla ice cream. And the same reason can be used to say, therefore, I don't like vanilla ice cream because I don't like sweets. That is how my tongue is. So, therefore, I love this ice cream because the ice cream pleases me. Pleases me. The focus shifts not from the ice cream, it shifts to me. Pleases me. The minute it starts displeasing me, I am willing to give it up. Give it up. And so at one time I was very interested in photography. So my friend was interested, and so I bought this manual camera, and it's some Pentax manual camera. Manual means nothing in it is automatic. Compare it to an automatic camera. All you have to do is point and shoot. They say point and shoot, and this thing point and shoot. If you do, nothing will work. You have to set the aperture. You have to focus it like this, and then you have to decide what kind of film you want to put, 100 or 500 or 1000. ASA, ISI, I forget these terms now. These days we don't use film at all. And lighting. So all that you have to set up and then only take. And I was spending some time on that. Little time I had, I used to enjoy it. So night time and all, I used to go take photographs. And then I made a friend stand in front of a fountain and then covered one half of the lens and then took a picture like this. Then I asked him to move this side and then covered this half of the lens and took a picture on the same film. And then I developed it. And I saw two people, same duplicate, same picture. I said, wow. So all that was there. So photography was making me happy, correct? Then there was a time when photography was not there in my life. Not that it was making me unhappy, but no longer had the charm it used to have in my life. So photography was given up. And so therefore, like this, Yajnavalkya gives a big list. Vittasya kamaya vittam priyam na bhavati atmanastu kamaya. Atmanastu kamaya there means, hey, you have that object happens to please you today. Therefore, you say, I love you. The husband, are you happy with your husband? Yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah. So I love my husband because he makes me happy. That is why the husband is constantly a nag. No wife will want to be with this guy who's constantly sitting in front of the TV and she has to constantly clean up, and this guy keeps on putting peanuts on the table. And so who likes this kind of a person? So therefore, I loved him once, but these days I don't love him at all. So this is the nature of like and dislike. Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati, atmanastu kamaya sarvam apriyam bhavati. When I say I like something, because the commitment is to myself. Prasad, the commitment is to myself. The commitment is not there. Not there. So I love my... Can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I say I love person this or object that, the commitment is not to that person. Commitment is not to the object. Commitment is still to myself. Okay? Because as long as you please me, I love you. That is the meaning here. Please me means it's not we don't want to. We are not trying to downgrade love and affection. What the word please here means, as long as the person makes me happy, I love that person. If they don't, they stop pleasing me. Then I don't love the person. Swamiji says, I love you initially, later on I allow you. This is the word allow. So when you stop pleasing me, I allow you. I just allow you to be in this house. That's all. Because we are stuck, And so now it is too late to change anything. And so I allow you. And so Atmanastu Kamaya Sarvam Priyam Bhavati. Atmanaha here refers to not the Paramatma. Atmanaha means for the sake of the pleased self. Don't look at Atma as this Nirguna Atma. Atma here is self, just myself. Atmanaha tu Kamaya, because that thing pleases me. This Jiva, I am happy. Therefore, I like that object. Sarvam Priyam Bhavati. Sarvam Priyam means, it doesn't mean I like everything in this world. Sarvam means, when I say I like something, I'm actually implying that that something keeps me happy and therefore I like it, I love it. That is the meaning, Haraprasad.
So it is the Jivatma there.
Yeah, it's the Jivatma. When I say I am happy, it's a just simple statement.
Okay.
It's not a Vedantic statement or anything like that. It's a simple statement of saying I like this, I don't like this, I am happy with this, I am not happy with that. That statement, that is all is being said here.
Okay.
Okay. So when you say I like a certain thing, that is what is being mentioned here. I like a certain thing. What do you mean by that statement? That is what is being said.
Okay.
The commitment is not to the object. That is why I can never point to my daughter and say, I gave so much to you and you're not giving anything to me. I can't say that, because and then the question will be asked, why did I give so much to you? The daughter can ask, who asked you to give so much to me? She can ask the question, and the father will get shaken up if she asks like that. So I gave up so much to you is okay. That is the duty. But then the other statement is there. I will give my life to my children. I will give my life to my children is good. That's very nice. That's important. Dharma is there. But why do you give your life to children? Because it makes me happy. Even giving my life, hey, how can giving your life make you happy? No, that is what it is. I give my life. Yesterday, Republic Day, look at the beautiful stories on Republic TV in India of people, Subhash Chandra Bose, Indian National Army, and that 100-year-old lady is still alive, and she was interviewed, and she said, I was 16 years old when I joined Subhash Chandra Bose, Indian National Army. We were taught to use the bayonet, we were taught to use the rifles and the guns, and every training that was given to the soldiers was given to this primarily women army. Not army, but a force. And so she was saying all that. So she is ready to give her life for the country because that makes her happy. Correct? Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. So I do what I like to do. That is what is being said here.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
And the second thing is, what is the meaning? A life of becoming means what?
Yeah, life of becoming. Correct. So the way to look at that is like this. We have to change the language somewhat. So let's go there and have some ice cream. We finished our dinner and friends are all there. So let's go out and have some ice cream. So you go to some kind of a parlor or some place which has a variety of ice creams and you go have it. And you have ice cream and everybody's happy. Now, we change the language slightly. We change it to the becoming language. What becoming it is? I am somebody who has not had ice cream. That is my current situation. And I want to be somebody. I want to be somebody. What do I want to be? I want to be somebody who has tasted ice cream, who has consumed ice cream. So two people, right? Two people. I am the one who has not tasted ice cream but wants to taste, and I want to be somebody who has tasted ice cream now, right now. I've tasted ice cream before also, but now also tonight, right now, at this moment, I want to be somebody who has consumed ice cream. So I want to be, from this person, I want to become that person. So what do you get out of changing language like this? Probably not much in this example. But then, if you look at our pursuits, and I'm a student, I'm studying, I want to be somebody who has a degree in my hands. So two different people, and between, I want to become that person with a degree, and that becoming takes a lot of effort, lot of time, lot of investment. And so that becoming is not the same as this ice cream boy becoming no ice cream and then ice cream boy, not that. Then what? Then I want to be somebody who is married. I want to be somebody who has children. I want to be somebody who has a male child. There's another problem. We Indians have male child. So that's one thing. Then what? Then I want to be somebody who has a job. I want to be somebody who has a promotion. Job, job mil gaya, beta hai, beti hai, sab hai. What happened? What's the problem? No, I have not got promotion in the last 3 years. That's it. I'm sad because of that. So this becoming, constantly, I am becoming somebody else. I want to become somebody else.
Okay.
This becoming is what is referred to by the words bhava, bhu dhatu, bhu to be, bhavanam, bhava means to become, bhavasagar, all this comes from this becoming. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm never satisfied with what I am. I want to be somebody else. That's the idea. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Good.
I have a question.
Yeah, Anil, go ahead.
Yeah. So you explained that even the love which we do is like for ourselves. So we use this common statement like unconditional love. So isn't there anything like unconditional love?
Good, very good question. So unconditional love. The only thing that is there as far as unconditional love is that phrase unconditional love. Okay. So when we study Vedanta, we understand that the only thing that is there is the phrase unconditional love. And you can write it in different languages. That is the only thing that is there. Correct. So technically speaking, there is no such thing called unconditional love. But dharmic, being dharma is there. So without any expecting anything from one's friends or relatives or our own family members, I give whatever I can. That can be referred to as unconditional love, and that is unconditional love. And but then if I ask further, why I am doing this? Why are you doing this unconditionally? Hey, kuch na kuch, you must demand something from your children. Why are you doing so much? These days they say, no. Why are you doing so much for your children? They are earning their life, and you be happy, enjoy whatever you have saved. They say that. Senior citizens and all, and I live in a senior citizen complex, so I hear all. You must enjoy, and how long it's party. You must just go to the parties. Come on, now it's time for you to party. All life long you've been, worrying about your children. So therefore that unconditional love. Why am I doing so much to my children? Because it makes me happy. Remember that. Why are you dotting the I's and crossing the T's and being dharmic? Because that is the right thing to do, and that makes me happy. I'm happy being a dharmic person. Because anyway, I know if I'm going to cut corners, I'm going to have a lot of conflicts. I cannot be happy. So commitment is still to myself. So we don't. So that is the way to analyze our life. And so you can. So the answer to your question is, technically there is no such thing called unconditional love, and I am the center of whatever I do, and I do things that make me happy. And so unconditionally, if I want to give love to somebody, that is also because it makes me happy.
Okay, so what I understand from that is that even like love to moksha is not unconditional, because that will make me happy, permanently happy.
Yeah, correct. So moksha is there. So there nobody in this world, no human being can say Atmanastu kamaya sarvam priyam bhavati. And now I understood that. Therefore, I don't want to be happy. So nobody can say that. I don't want to be happy means what? That statement can't be made also. Statement can be made. But by nature, we want ananda. And so that is a given, and there's no choice in that matter.
Jaykumarji, one question. Gora Makara, you said, is killer whale, but isn't Makara a crocodile?
Yeah, so that's what I said earlier. Makara means crocodile also, and so yeah, I suppose you can take that as one of the translations. A crocodile that of course is very comfortable in water as well as land, and you can use that meaning also. Yeah, Ghora Makara. Anything else?
Jaykumarji, but isn't it said like God loves us unconditionally, even if we are a sinner, God loves us, like, so what is the comment on that?
So God loves us unconditionally.
Is that like, what does Vedanta say about it?
See, God, this God loves us unconditionally is an Abrahamic statement, and
Yeah, that's exactly what I was pointing to. Is because even if you're a sinner, you ask for forgiveness, and He loves you, so He'll forgive you.
Yeah, God loves you and all. We don't. I mean, Ishvara is everywhere, all pervasive, and so God cannot be reduced. If I say God loves you, we are actually reducing the status of God to a human being like person, because that is how it is. He loves you, she loves you, I love you, and all we say. So we are used to that, and now God loves me. Oh, God loves me also. That's very nice, because I am tired of this life, and everywhere I go, at home people are screaming at me. I go to office, and my boss also screams at me. Nobody loves me, and so finally, at least God is there, So I can at least surrender to God. That at least. So this God loves you statement. Why should God not love me? If there is some person like God, why he or she Almighty? If the Almighty person doesn't love me, then we have a problem. We have a serious problem. Then he is exactly like me. Emotions, all this going through up and down. I love you sometimes. Sometimes I don't, and I withdraw my approval to you. We play all these games in families. This happen, and so this God also is like that. And God has withdrawn support to all the unbelievers, and He's going to take all of them to hell. Very sad. This kind of God and all, this kind of thinking is now psychologists.
The way it is said is even Mahatma Gandhi will not go to heaven because he was not baptized.
Exactly. So I think that statement is not. It seems a little shallow to me. It seems a bit shallow, and so love. Ishvara sustains love, and so we saw Bhagavan, definition of Bhagavan, samagrasya, aishwaryasya, etc. So infinite love, infinite jnanam, infinite fame, all these things we talked about. So anyway, that's the way it goes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So we will pause with that. If you have any other questions, you can bring it up next class. So go ahead and stop the recording.